Good morning, everyone. I'm Trisha Swenson with VDL, and we are outside in Vail Village this morning. It's kind of the calm before the storm. Literally and figuratively, we have a storm rolling into the valley, hopefully tomorrow night into Christmas Eve day and evening. And then, of course, we have more travelers coming here for the holiday as well. So it'll be hustling and bustling here in Vail Village and in Beaver Creek. We're going to let you know about some of the events happening once the lifts close and we see the night skies return, and we'll also let you know about some fun things happening up at the Moure Performing Arts Center. So VDL starts now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
Hey, that's right. We are VDL, and it's your Wednesday edition. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur, joined by all of our little gnome friends. Thank you so much to Valley Girl Boutique. If you're looking for some really fun, holiday gifts, these guys make a good time, right? And I mean, like these little ones, only $12, right? Up to $28.90. So good deals if you're looking for some decor to really just bring the holidays to life in your home, or of course just put a smile on someone's face. So of course we're talking with Trisha, and she gave you a little preview of what's coming up on the show today. We have a packed show. Also, Claire is back from college, so she's here in the studio with us, and excited to have her here along with Emma, and also excited to have all of you here with us. So if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, please throw comments out. Please let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to. We love, love, love to hear from you throughout the show, so make sure to hit us up. All right, so we are going to let you know exactly how to find the perfect Christmas tree. I was over at City Market just the other day. They are sold out of their trees. So I don't know if you were like looking to grab one at the grocery store. They're gone. So maybe you'd like to get out and make some memories with your family and cut down your own tree. Well, Emma and her family are going to show us exactly how to do that. Let me just tell you, this Rovich family, they are experts in the tree acquiring. So cute. So we're excited to share that with you. Also coming up, we have the Vail Skating Festival. That's going to be kicking off tomorrow. We'll also experience the magic of wonder up at Beaver Creek. And then, of course, we also have some exclusive interviews with you, specifically over at Carrots. We're going to be introduced to one of their new artists. He's featured in the Vail Daily today, so we'll learn more about him. And then we also have your weather, your headlines, and so much more. But let's send things back out to Trisha because it looks beautiful and magical out there. Oh, Trisha. Okay, so how's it feeling right now? Because you can definitely see your breath.
You know what? Both Barry, my camera guy, and I were saying that we're like, whoa, it got cold fast. You're running around, you get out of the car, you're like, oh, I don't even need gloves. Not the case. Yes, it is chilly. I think it was in the low teens when I was driving in. But then when you're kind of standing out here, it does cool down rather quickly. But yeah, you can see our breath, clear skies overnight. I could see the moon. Still pretty high in the sky out to the west, but yeah, we'll see that weather change. But you were mentioning Carrots and Steve Tobin, and what's interesting about this artist is he normally does sculptures that are 30, 40, feet in the air, larger sculptures. Some work at with the Trinity tree right near the 9/11 site in New York City. His works are shown all over the world. He has quite the history here in Vail as well. He was part of the Vail Summer Art Fest workshops. He used to teach clown at sea. He was also on, he would do the mogul competitions up on like Look Ma. So really interesting guy. So if you chance to stop into Carrots, check out his new collection, which we'll give you a preview of later on in the show.
Oh, that's really cool. That's some really fascinating history. And of course, Dan only has like the coolest artists that he brings in to actually have in his, working studio gallery. That's really awesome. All right, Trisha, we're going to let you warm up just for a few minutes. Don't get too cozy because we're going to come back to you here shortly. But thank you, Trisha and Barry. And also thank you to Atlas of Silverthorn and Mother Nature, because get ready. We have some exciting weather news on tap. So first of all, if you want to go over to the Atlas of Silverthorn to get all of your layers, you're going to find, up to 70% off name brands every single day, super elevated savings. And it's maybe 30 minutes down the road on I-70 at exit 205. But you're going to want to go today. And here's why. Because we have 5 snowstorms lined up in the next 10 days, according to opensnow.com. So the first one will be moving through today. Today's going to be nice and dry. So get all your shopping and your driving out of the way today, because then our first storm moves in tomorrow night through Saturday morning. And according to Joel Gratz, he's saying we could have 8 to 14 inches out of this storm for Vail. And so the best powder is probably going to be late Friday and then Saturday morning. And he's expecting this to be kind of a thicker snow because it's going to be warmer temperatures. And we'll have some kind of fast winds. And there could even be rain at the base with this particular system because it's going to be so warm. And then we kind of take a little break on Saturday. So as we celebrate Christmas, we have a little break in the storm. And then on Sunday, we have the next storm moving in. And he's saying maybe just from Sunday to Sunday night, 5 to 10 inches. So okay, bring it on. And this one will be a little bit fluffier, some colder temperatures. Then we have another storm moving in, storm number 3, coming in later Monday into Tuesday morning. So about 3 to 6 inches out of that one. And then the next storm, probably around December 29th and 30th. And then the final storm, Friday the 31st through January 2nd. So really excited. Thank you, opensnow.com, for just giving this amazing news to us. So hopefully we'll see a lot of terrain opening up over the next 10 days. And speaking of that terrain over at Vail today, they haven't opened anything, in the past couple of days because we haven't seen any fresh snow, but they're open 8:30 to 3:30 and currently have 106 trails open with 17 lifts operating. And then over at Beaver Creek, they are currently operating from 9 to 4, so a little bit different hours at Beaver Creek. And they are still holding steady with their 31 trails open out of 169. It's about about 18% of their terrain. And according to their website, you can see that they don't have any lifts open. Don't think that's right. That's not correct. So you can access those trails via lift over at Beaver Creek, but just know that they currently have a decent amount of trails open. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. is their hours. All right, so that's a look at what's going on with your weather and your mountain report. Also, again, if you're watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, please make sure to join the show. It's one of the coolest things about what we do here at VDL is that we actually get to interact with you live. So let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to, if you have any questions. And you can also find us on Roku, on Amazon Fire, on Spotify, on Apple TV, on Vail Daily Live, VailDaily.com. We're everywhere. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a look at your headlines. We'll also take things back out to Trisha. We'll look at your roads and so much more headed your way on this Wednesday edition of VDL.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room. Harvest is your marketplace for locally produced products like seasonal organic produce, meats, eggs, dairy, breads, flowers, nap nectars, and more. It's the holidays, and Nap Harvest can help you with all the ingredients to make your holiday meals delicious. Or we have take and bake meals if you're in a rush. Nap Harvest has fabulous gift ideas for everyone on your gift list. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, opens 7 days a week in Eagle Ranch.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
All right, welcome back to your Wednesday edition of VDL. It's time to talk about your headlines, but of course, before we get to that, perfect pairing with your headlines, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. They have some really cool mugs that you can get for holiday gifts. They also have some delicious coffee blends that, you know, maybe you have somebody that just has like everything. They have their Meadow Mountain blend. They have just so many different options, and they're all locally curated, and they put so much effort behind each and every one of their products, and they offer free shipping, which is pretty amazing, with no minimum, which is also amazing. So you can find their 2 locations, their roastery in Minturn, and then they also have their second location up at Beaver Creek in between the 2 escalators. So if you haven't been in yet, definitely stop on by and enjoy a great start to your morning. Now, another way to start your morning off right is by picking up your copy of the Vail Daily. Totally free each and every day in those blue boxes from Vail all the way down to Dot Zero. And today, it's a meaty one. Let me tell you, it is a thick, very extensive read, and so many different topics. And on the front page today, we're looking at our girl, Michaela Schifrin. She's doing super well again. I mean, my gosh, this girl just dominates. I love it. So we'll learn more about that. Now, also, you'll see that headline there. So the county is having a special, the Eagle County Board of Commissioners is having a special health meeting today at 9:30 a.m. and they are considering an indoor mask mandate. So you can read more about what's going on with this Omicron-fueled surge. Omicron. I don't know how you say it, but however you say it, there's a surge going on. Now, also, there's a really interesting read about Mine Springs and just the mental health services in both Eagle County and Summit County. And so what's been going on there, you can do a deep dive and learn more about what's happening with that on page A2. And then as we keep on going here, Bachelor Gulch is open for the season at Beaver Creek. So one of the best things about that is that skiers can now access the trails via the Weston Gondola. So that makes it that much more just easy, especially in Avon. And also, you know, Vail Mountain opens more terrain as well. So John LeConte gets into all the details with this article if you want to learn more about what's open and how you can access it. And then Michaela Schifrin, she earns her 72nd career World Cup win. The girl is just amazing, and we love that she happens to be from the Vail Valley. And then on top of that, Kai Owens, also from Vail, and she has been building some serious momentum. She appears on Good Morning America, and I mean, she's just doing a great job of getting herself on that podium and just showing the world what's possible with our Vail athletes. So again, you can find it all by picking up your copy of the Vail Daily or vaildaily.com. Now, what Trisha was talking about a little bit earlier, this Steve Tobin, he's now over at Carrots, and this is just a little glimpse at some of his art. And, you know, I was reading a little bit about him, and he graduated in 1979 from Tulane, right? Like, we know that one's not an easy one to get into. But then his degree was in mathematics. And then here he is, you know, creating these pieces of art. So we're going to learn more about him coming up in our next block with Dan Talene. So really, really cool. And again, vaildaily.com for more information. But before we check into your roads, let's send things out to Trisha and Barry. They are live in Vail. Oh, Trisha, that's a beautiful shot.
I know. We thought we'd bring you down by the covered bridge. You know, I thought with kind of the hustle and bustle of the holidays beginning, just stepping off of the main street here, Bridge Street, you may not realize that you could still come down to the creek, you know, very popular place to go in the summertime. We've got some picnic tables where you can have your coffee, have a little chat with your friends here. And then Ashley, I just wanted to remind people that the Gore Creek, it's still flowing, so it never really freezes. Areas along the edges that will have a little bit, but it's never like this completely freezes because it's always in motion. In fact, you can still fly fish. You can fly fish year round in Colorado. So, and it doesn't have to be ice fishing. It's not like, Minnesota. Well, I mean, they do ice fishing in other areas over maybe on Lake Dillon. They do ice fishing when the ice is thick enough. But yeah, you can just get the fly rod out and do a little fishing. In fact, the fish are kind of lazy this time of year, and food is readily presented to them. They'll probably go for it.
Well, you know what else they're also going to go for? A little camera time, Trisha. We should tell people about the Gore Creek fish cam. Here it is, right here. We can see one. There is one right. Two. I can see. Nope, there's three. I can see three right now. Oh. And this is so fun. I swear this is like the new, fireplace that people have on during the holidays. Now you can have the Gore Creek fish cam in your office.
Yeah, just put that on your big TV above the hearth and just kind of get mesmerized by that. Yeah, but so we're Gore Creek. We've got the menorah and the holiday tree lit behind us. So we're on just this side of Gore Creek. I see people heading to work. I see people with their skis getting the day. 8:30 is when we open the lifts now on Vail Mountain. So we're 8:30 to 3:30. Over at Beaver Creek, we're still 9 to 4. So just keep that difference in your brain when you're getting out there. And I'd recommend getting out there early. Ashley, there's been a lot of lift lines. And so that's going to be kind of the word of the day. Even though we've gotten a few more lifts open, we do have the lift lines to contend with until we open up a lot more terrain. And the back bowls are not open yet. We do have Game Creek Bowl open, but not the back bowls.
So good to know. And hopefully with these 5 storms coming in the next 10 days, thank you, opensnow.com, we'll see more terrain opening quickly. But thank you so much, Trisha. We're going to come back to you here in just a little bit. Now, in order for Trisha to get over to Vail this morning, she had to go through Dow Junction. And, things are just a little bit slick out there. There's definitely some icy spots still on the roads. For the most part, I-70 is looking pretty nice and clear. I mean, I can see out of our windows here in Eagle Vale that the traffic is moving very smoothly. That's not really a concern, but it is picking up a little bit. I noticed my commute from Eagle this morning was a lot busier than it typically is. And you can see Dow Junction there on the right-hand side, the bottom corner. That's our morning commute here in Vail. And then on I-70 over Vail Pass, things are relatively quiet at the moment. But of course, as we get closer to Christmas, things are going to pick up a little bit. And of course, once we have that snow moving in, we'll also see things changing quite a bit. But definitely still some ice out there. I know, like when I pulled into our parking lot here at the Vail Daily this morning, it's similar to an ice rink is what's going on there. So in those shady spots, just watch out for some of that ice. But we are going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have a look what's going on up at Beaver Creek. Do we have anybody talking to us this morning, Emma? Do we have any chatters out there? Oh, hold on. Somebody's saying hello. Is it my mom? No? Todd says, good morning, VDL. Good morning, VDL. Good morning, Todd. Thank you for being our first chatter of the morning. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, we would love to hear from you as well. So let us know where you're watching from, what you're up to. And hopefully we'll hear more from you as we head into our next commercial break. So stay with us. Coming up next, All Things Beaver Creek.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up.
Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code.
You got this.
No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Take a walk on the wild side.
She told me to walk, that's right. She told me to.
Boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Walk this way. Walk
I like that commercial. Get things going. You know, we have this new tradition here on VDL with Emma where she likes us to play pump up music songs to dance before we get the show started. And hopefully that footage will never see the light of day. I don't trust Emma, and I feel like it probably will come out here at some point, but we'll see. Maybe we'll keep that quiet. Okay, well, something that we shouldn't keep quiet is the event happenings at Beaver Creek. There's so much going on, especially for your entire family, and most of these things are completely complimentary, which makes it even better. So going on right now through the end of the month are Thursday Night Wonder at Beaver Creek. Super cool. So they have like these different little activations that take place around the ice rink. Like, for instance, they also have Thursday Night Lights. This is very, very special. So you can sign your kids up to ski down the mountain with glow sticks. And they do, to be able to ski on the mountain at night, it's such a whole different sensory experience. And then when you have the little glow ones and you're moving down like a little snake formation, it's just very, very cool, very special. And again, one of those things that you're creating those memories with your family, and what a unique experience. How often do you get to go and ski in the dark anywhere, right? So really, really special. That happens on Thursday nights up at Beaver Creek, and they do that really through the duration of the season. And then also up at Beaver Creek, they have some great shows that are happening at the Vail Performing Arts Center. They have their New Year's Eve celebration that's going to be taking place from the 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the 31st. And so they have all kinds of family-friendly activities that you can enjoy down in the village. And again, they celebrate up until 10 p.m. So it's like a Florida Christmas or a Florida New Year's, which is what I typically celebrate, because usually I'm like up hosting the show the next morning. So I'm good with 10 o'clock ringing it in. But they have just some very, very special ways that they ring in the holidays. So if you haven't been up there before, I definitely encourage you to check it out. And then, coming up, they have some of their signature events like their snowshoe series. If maybe one of your resolutions is to spend a little bit more time outside, maybe get more activity in your life, the snowshoe series is really, really cool. I'm a huge fan. So they have one race in January, February, and in March. So I'm really looking forward to that being back again. Now, something else I'm looking forward to is Dan Talene and his artists that he has in his studio gallery. So we saw Koji Kawamoto was here a little bit earlier. He has the beautiful pearls. Now he has Steve Tobin. So Trisha was telling us a little bit more about him. And, he's this guy that has this mathematics background but has moved into art. You can learn more about him in the arts and entertainment section of the Vail Daily today. But of course, Trisha gets all the cool interviews, right? She gets all the details. So sent her over there to find out more about this brand new artist, to me anyway. So here's Trisha, Dan, and Steve.
We're at Carrots here in Vail Village, and we want to let you know about a cool show that's going on. We have Dan Talene, the owner of Carrots. He's an artist that's been here for how many decades now?
51 years.
Okay, 5 decades. Carrots has been here for over 30 years, right?
About 36 years.
Okay, and then Steve Tobin, he is their featured artist doing a show. And Steve, normally your pieces are too big to have in some place like Carrots, but you have something for us, different shapes and sizes, your new Nest series. Tell us about these sculptures.
Well, usually I'm known for making large pieces 30, 40, 50 feet high, as big as this building. Yeah. So this is unusual for me to make such intimate works.
But a really cool detail. Let's get in and get a close-up of this so we can see what's going on here. And I love the little eggs.
So first I make a nest out of twigs and different found objects, sometimes a dandelion. Oh, wow. And then I will make a mold and burn out the nest. So these are one-of-a-kind pieces. And they cast them into bronze. And then I use chemicals to create the colors. And then I cast the eggs in steel or bronze.
Yeah,
and you can rearrange them different ways. Eggs. But it's so nice to make work that is intimate for the hand and playful.
Yeah, I like these too. It's just kind of a neat thing to just feel these.
I do think I'm inspired from my years of visiting this shop. All the jewelry I wear, it comes from Carrots. Yeah. So it's really exciting for me to show something with my friend Dan here at Carrots in Vail.
Okay. Well, let's get a close-up of a few of the other ones that we're going to see. Different colors, like you mentioned. So that's kind of a chemical process of how you get, whether it's the navies, the reds, the grays.
What do you see in the egg? This one is mirror polished, so you can see yourself in the egg. So the viewer is actually in the egg in the nest, which is a fun transformation.
Oh, that's cool.
The white is actually painter's gesso that they use to prime canvases.
Oh, really?
So I use all kinds of different colorants.
Okay, this doesn't look like the traditional nest, but more of a chain nest.
This is welded chains painted black, and I like the metaphor of being chained to the nest. We're all chained to something. Dan is chained to the jewelry store. And
you're chained to your craft and everything.
Yes, exactly.
And I like how this kind of neat. It's a little deeper in there with the navy.
So everybody has a relationship with nests. So I don't title each one. I want everybody to bring their own history and relationship to nature to the pieces. So I rarely title things beyond the series.
Okay, yeah. Then people can just kind of have their own.
Yeah, so the people can participate.
Okay, and then here, look at one more look at this one here. A little bit different. It is really neat how each nest is absolutely different than the others.
It's very unusual metal casting to have the result be so lacy. Most metal is a smooth surface. Okay. So I've worked very hard on this technique to get them very light and airy, like real nests in nature.
Okay, so lots of history here. And Dan, you guys are located just down from Latour, across from Solaris. I know you've got the Koji show going on as well to the 24th, and then Steve's show to the 27th.
We open at 10, and we stay open until 8 at least every evening.
Okay, or maybe a little later if they're having fun. All right, so check out Carrots for the Steve Tobin show right here in the Vail Village.
So cool. I mean, of course, Dan only has like the greatest, most interesting artists that he showcases in Carrots. So if you haven't been in before, highly recommend it. I love walking into that space. It's so cozy and it's just so welcoming. And when you have, brand new things like that, both Emma and Claire were just like, man, this is really cool. Like, I want one of those nests, right? Okay, now, being that it's the holiday season, we have a lot more people out on the roads. We have a lot more people on the mountain. And so my lens of the day is not a lens at all. It's a helmet. And I would definitely, if I'm gonna be out in the mountain, this is gonna be one of the first things that I'm putting on my person, because I know that there's gonna be a lot of people out there that don't maybe have the same expertise that a lot of our locals do when it comes to being able to control themselves in the mountain. So you just want to protect yourself the best way possible. So this is a brand new Anon helmet. It's called the Merrick Wave Cell, and so it has this wave cell technology. You can kind of see like the waves inside the helmet, but it acts kind of like a network of hundreds of interconnected shock absorbers that connects your head and the outer shell of the helmet. So basically it helps to distribute the impact energy if you were to fall, and it helps to kind of reduce the forces like the crumple zone of a car, and then it kind of helps to divert rotational forces by flexing and gliding. So amazing technology put into this helmet. Also, it has 19 vents on here, so if you are somebody that tends to get pretty warm, you can really adjust it to your specifications. And then also, or if you get cold, right, you can lock it all up, and then it's going to help to keep you that much warmer out on the mountain. And then it also has this Fidlock snap buckle, which is really easy to use while you're out on the mountain. It uses the magnet to allow you to kind of open and close it with one hand while you're on the mountain, of course. Here we go. So really easy and just kind of nice to not have to worry about fiddling with that. And then it also is compatible with audio accessories if that's something that you'd like to do. So it's all brought to you by Anon and also Eyepieces of Vail, which is where you're going to find this beauty and so much more, including goggles, prescription eyewear, and sunglasses and everything in between. And they have so many different locations, including right at the top of Bridge Street, right next to Gondola 1. If you're going to be in Vail, they also have a Beaver Creek location, Edwards, and even over in Snowmass, plus 30 years of experience to back them up. So big thank you to Eyepieces of Vail. Okay, before we go to our next commercial break, I know we have some chatter happening. People are starting to talk to us, which I love. Dan, good morning, Dan Elliott. He's watching from chilly Orlando. It's 52 degrees in Orlando. Dang, Dan, that is pretty chilly, especially for Florida. Also, Claire is saying, I love those Christmas gnomes, right? They're so cute, like so good to have around your tree, or they kind of, they're bottom heavy, right? So you can set them on, your mantle, or you can set them on the table if you want to, set Christmas dinner. And they're just fun, right? There's so many different ones to choose from. So again, thank you to Valley Girl Boutique for providing our gnomes for the set today. All right, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll have a look at that weather forecast. We have snow on the way, like a lot of snow on the way, and we'll also then send things back out to Trisha live in Vail Village.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube, on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
Man, are we living the life we love this week, especially with the forecast that we have in store for you. It's all brought to you by OpenSnow.com. And, well, Joel Gratz is saying, so currently, look at this. We have nice, beautiful, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the 40s. Yeah, this is not going to last long. So we have 5 storms headed this way in the next 10 days, according to OpenSnow.com. And the first one starts tomorrow night through Saturday morning, and they're saying 8 to 14 inches. So really, really excited about that. Best powder probably like Saturday morning. So these driving conditions, see how smoothly that's moving through Vail? That's not going to be the case as we get into tomorrow afternoon, because of course things are going to be slowing down. So just prepare for a much slower next 10 days of your life. But great news, because then on top of that 8 to 14 that we could see by Saturday, things kind of calm down on the rest of Saturday. So, Christmas Day, you can get outside, maybe have a little bit more ease getting to the mountain to enjoy all of that fresh snow. But then on Sunday to Sunday night, another 5 to 10 inches possible. So that is amazing. Then that kind of calms down. Then later Monday into Tuesday morning, we have another storm where we're looking at maybe 3 to 6 inches. And that's going to be a little bit more fluffy. We have some colder temperatures that will be associated with that. And then it looks like storms 4 and 5 are going to be maybe the 29th through the 30th, and then the 31st through the 2nd. So really, really pumped about that. I mean, looking at the low end of Joel Gratz's forecast, between Thursday and Sunday, we're looking at like 13 inches on the low side. So excited. So thank you to Mother Nature. Thank you to OpenSnow.com. Now, currently, if you're going to be going over to Vail, 8:30 is when they open, 8:30 to 3:30, and they have about 106 trails currently open on the mountain. And then if you're going over to Beaver Creek, they open a little bit later at 9, but then they go a little bit later until 4 o'clock. And Beaver Creek currently has 31 trails open. So thank you so much to Live Sotheby's for a look at this exciting local weather and mountain report. Something else that is exciting is the Vail Skating Festival. It is back. It is happening, I believe, starts tomorrow. So let's send things out to get all the details on the Vail Skating Festival.
We are here at the Solaris Ice Rink in Vail Village, and joining me now we have Eddie Shipstad, and he's with the Vail Skating Festival, and we have a very special show coming up for the holidays. this will be over at Dobson. I know you do the outdoor shows at Solaris and the Arabelle Ice Rink, but this will be indoors, and it's your big show.
It is. It's a 90-minute production. Amazing skating. We call it high energy for 90 minutes. We love skating in Vail. The crowd is always pumped up. We have two different types of seating. We've got on-ice seating for $40, and we have bleacher seating for $20.
Well, that's so cool. You could be on the ice.
Like you are on the ice. You can physically feel the skaters like land on the ice. You can feel it in your seat. It's amazing.
So just the perspective and everything to be right there.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Incredible.
And who are your skaters? Who are we
have
see?
Starring is Mariah Nagasu. She's 2018 Olympic medalist. She is the first U.S. woman to ever hit a triple axel at the Olympic Games. She's incredible. What a great performer. We have Vaughn Chippier from Canada, who's our high-flying acrobatic skater. He has some of the biggest backflips I've ever seen on ice. And then we have a bunch of skaters this year that are going for the Olympic team. They'll be competing in Nashville in 2 weeks. And they're performing their short programs. Our first half of the show, many of them are competing or skating programs that they've done for 100 times this year, and they're performing them here in Vail.
Wow, it's like a sneak preview of what's going to be happening later on with the Olympics. And then plus, you know, that holiday theme and everything too. And
we have something for everybody. We're very proud this year. We have every discipline in our show. We have single skaters, male and female. We have great hair teams. We have a great dance team who I think we'll see 4 years from now in the Olympic Games. And then we have a synchronized skating team. So we have every aspect of our sport of figure skating in this show.
Okay, and we can get our tickets in advance if we want.
Absolutely. VailSkateFest.com is where you want to get your tickets now. Everything will be will call. But you can get them at the door the day of the show. We'll be there as early as 8 o'clock in the morning selling tickets. Everything is general admission, but the on-ice seats, you want to get there a little early to get your best spot.
All right, and then at the door the day of, in case we're just getting to town or anything. But okay, so VailSkateFest.com. Eddie, thanks so much for bringing this exciting event and a holiday tradition to the Vail Valley.
Awesome, thanks, Trisha.
Oh, love it. It's so nice to be able to have some things to enjoy besides just the skiing and snowboarding. So really looking forward to that. And, you know, beyond commenting here on the show, on Facebook and on YouTube, we also have a lot of people that like to keep in touch with us on social media, you know, using hashtag Vail Daily Live. You can also find us on Instagram at Vail Daily Live. And, it's fun to see how you guys all spend your time, but I think we should probably bring Trisha in to talk about some of these photos. Oh, where are you now? That's cute.
Oh, well, you know what? Actually, we're right by the 15th annual Vail Winterfest and Lantern. So this is a big thing that they put on display as of last Sunday. You've been to town in a week or two and you're like, what? Well, this is what's been going on. Lanterns that are strung across the International Bridge high above us. But then the local kids and local adults probably too were making cool little lanterns, and those are on display here. Shepherd hooks. I love this one. It says goes, and it has the blue and the orange, and it also has the a football goalpost on it and some stickers. There we've got like a little ice skater doing moves. So a lot of creativity with these cool lanterns, and these are made by area kids, but the big display is the ice display. Now, so this has been going on for 15 years, and actually we've had everything from large polar bears made out of ice. We've even had a movie screen where you could watch movies like Grinch and some of the other holiday classics that would be on a movie screen right here along the Gore Creek Promenade. This year, Alpine Ice collaborated with Olive Moya, who's an artist out of Denver, who's already done some work in the Vail Valley. Her work can be seen up in the Vail Village Transportation Center, but these works are anywhere from tall to, 12 feet tall. So, and it's really cool to come down and see them. You can walk around, make sure you wear appropriate shoes because it gets a little slick, But these are just gorgeous. And then at nighttime, they are lit up by LED lighting, all different colors. And that's going to be on display every day from about dusk to 10 p.m. until they melt. But let me take you over to a few of the other ones. And this is in front of, let's see, Up the Creek Restaurant, Mountain Standard Restaurant. So you just come down the stairs from El Segundo and the Children's Fountain, and you can see these awesome displays. And then they span all the way down to Gore Creek, right this little fire pit. So Ashley, it's a pretty cool place to be right here for the 15th annual Vail Winterfest.
Oh, that's so cool. And I love the fact that it's totally free. It's totally free to come and walk around and take photos. And how beautiful is that? Just, just casual giant ice sculptures in your backyard. Yeah, show us more. Show us more. I like it. Oh,
yeah,
what is
so,
that one?
This one, I think it's still being taken care of. And then I like this one right down here with the creek flowing behind it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, photo ops galore, especially when we do see the lighting, the colorful lighting being put up. And that will happen after, once dusk hits, when it's dark enough. But, hey.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I ended up. Oh, it's a little chilly this morning, Ashley, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. You gotta keep warm. Oh, man, Trisha, thank you so much. That's really, really cool. So Winterfest, thank you, Trisha Svensson, for that introduction. And, of course, yeah, get warm by that fireplace. All right, Trisha, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're talking Instagram photos. We're going to take a look at how you've been spending your week here in the Vail Valley and also have another look at that local weather forecast. So don't go anywhere.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. All pass prices reduced 20%. Prices go up November 21st, so purchase yours now.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Okay, thank you so much to Carrots, and just, I mean, so excited about snow being in the forecast. And, we have these 5 different storms lined up over the next 10 days, but let's just dive into what's happening probably in the next 24 to 48 hours. So in Vail right now, 19 degrees, feels more like 8 though, because we do have that wind speed and just a beautiful start to our morning. You can see that sun just starting to hit the top of the peaks, and then also that traffic moving along very smoothly, but it is a little bit busier than it has been on the roads out there. I noticed my commute was very busy this morning out of Eagle. And we're looking at partly cloudy skies throughout the day today. And then tomorrow, we're still going to see that high in the 40s. So it's, it's going to be feeling pretty warm, but you'll notice that we have a little wind. We have those clouds starting to move in. So between tomorrow night and Saturday morning, we could see 8 to 14 plus inches of fresh snow, according to Joe Gratz and his team at opensnow.com. And it's going to be kind of dense, thicker snow because we're going to still see those warmer temperatures. We also have some wind associated with it. So there could even be times that we'll see some rain at the base of the mountain. But again, 8 to over 14 inches of snow by the time we get into Christmas Day. So we are definitely going to be seeing a white Christmas here in the Eagle River Valley, which we're really excited about. So thank you so much to Carrots for that weather and mountain report. And of course, Vail opening at 8:30 this morning, Beaver Creek opening at 9, and you'll find 106 trails open at Vail and 31 trails open at Beaver Creek this morning. But let's hop into some of our Instagram photos that you guys have been sending us this week. We love to see how you enjoy it, right? How you spend your time in the Vail Valley. And of course, one of the greatest ways is by doing a little hiking. This is from the Wayward Hiker. Happy winter solstice. I forgot also that yesterday was the winter solstice. So now we're going to start to see that sunset just happening a little bit later as of today. But beautiful shot there. And then, of course, if you're going to be getting out in the mountains, you're probably going to have some of these guys with you. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is from Eagle Veterinary, nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. So cute. I love this little trees. Also, Phoebe Style, look who's ready for Christmas, right next to the Run Christmas up on Vail Mountain. And then we also have Backcountry Burners, may you find peace in the promise of the solstice night, that each day forward is blessed with more light. This is from Bader, Poppy, and Maisie. Hashtag Vail Live. And then you have Coop Flyfish Anderson. Happy winter solstice. We took Phoenix winter fly fishing for the first time. It wasn't the biggest fish, but she sure was happy. That's really cute. And then also the Wayward Hiker. Happy Christmas week, everyone. Getting out there on the mountain. Love to see that Gore range behind. And then the Calico Staffy. There's snow. Hashtag Vail Live. Really excited about that. Yeah, so I'd love to see. Also, Barton Yetis, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I love that those, are they cucumbers? Are they pickle slices? I would prefer to think that they're pickle slices in that snowman's eyes. I'm going to use that at home this week. Anyway, we love to see how you're spending your time. So use hashtag Vail Live or also tag us at Vail Daily Live on Instagram. But let's send things back out to my girl Trisha, see what she's gotten herself into now. Trisha Swenson, where are you? What are you doing?
Hey, you know what? Ashley, just hold on a second because we've got a truck coming. So he's going to roll on through. But the reason I'm at the Lodge at Vail. Okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Oh, I got you.
Okay, so the reason I wanted to stop right here is last week or the week before, Ty Diaz sent us all clips of the Charlie's Angels episode from 1979, Terror on Skis. It was on YouTube, and the Lodge at Vail is in it. And, it's so funny to see their outfits and the snowmobiles and the plot line. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. If you're looking for something else to add to what you're going to binge watch this weekend, I would add that Charlie's Angels episode. Now, Farrah Fawcett was not in that because she'd already left the show. So Cheryl Ladd, Jacqueline Smith, Kate Jackson, they were all the Angels at the time. So it's a must see.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, Lodge at Vail is like one of the first, the first properties in Vail. I mean, President Ford had a place there. No big deal. I mean, and also like in recent presidencies, we've had some, high up political figures that have also spent time there. So, I mean, yeah, iconic little location. But Terror on Skis. Thank you so much to Charlie's Angels. Love that. That's hilarious. Anyway, thank you, Trisha.
Well, and then you know what? Just while I'm thinking about it, okay, we're at the Sitzmark Lodge right here, and so in there is the left bank, and the left bank turned 50 last year, and I had a chance to talk to Luke and Liz Meyer, who sold it to Jean-Michel Chaland, but the stories they have of the movie stars, the dignitaries, presidents that would come to the left bank. They've got a whole cookbook, and it's amazing because I don't even cook, but I love reading the stories about the dishes they would make for some of these famous people that came through. So it's an amazing slice of Vail's history, especially back in the late 60s, early 70s, even the early 80s.
Oh, that's so cool. You know, there was a story that I read, and I don't know if it was at the Left Bank, but it was with Betty Ford, and there was some kind of like special dinner that they were doing, and somehow the translation got mixed up where she hates avocados, but they thought she loved avocados, and so they made like all of these dishes that involved avocados, and like it was like this whole thing. But I mean, my gosh, like really the names, the history, I love it. Thank you so much, Trisha. That's really, really cool. And you know, so you were just down showing us the lanterns and the ice sculptures right along Gore Creek. So tell us a little bit more about Wonder up at Beaver Creek, because I feel like there's some art involved up there as well.
Yes, so up at Beaver Creek, last year was even a pre-COVID idea. They'd been working for a long time with a group out of Cirque du Soleil, if you can believe that. So Cirque du Soleil not only does the high-flying acrobatics and everything, but they also help with some really cool interactive displays. And that's what they wanted. They wanted larger than life. They wanted you to be able to kind of walk inside, take your pictures and everything. So they have 5 large displays over at Beaver Creek: the snow chips, the truck, reflection skis, the frost flowers, and then Super G, the big huge goggles. And those are just all throughout the plaza. Chips now is being used to serve out cookies. Now the cookie time has returned. And so that's a good thing to just check out on your own. And they have the little plaques that say what they are. And also, Ashley, this Sunday, they're going to start Beaver Creek Extraordinaire Presents Cheer. So they're going to have a story time. They're going to have some fire throwing. They're going to have some singing, some live music. So that will be every day starting the 26th through January 2nd. They'll have something different happening on the plaza after the slopes close.
Oh, that's awesome, Trisha. Well, listen, for more information, we're going to take it to this segment that you did for us up at Beaver Creek, and to learn a little bit more, just the details about Beaver Creek Wonder. So I'm excited to come back to you in Vail and see what else you have in store for us. But right now, sending things like, here, Emma, let's get Trisha off the screen there, and then wait for it. She's coming right up. She's going to magically be up at Beaver Creek to tell us more about Wonder.
Here we are at Beaver Creek Wonder. We're going to show you the 5 art displays that are in and around the village. This one is called Snowed In. It's this huge snow globe that's 10 feet in diameter. It's made out of stainless steel, and we've got composite wood flooring. And you can come on in here. We have 152 pieces of tempered glass. And once you get inside, you got to check out the acoustics. Here we are at Reflections, and we have 26 skis made out of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet. The whole exhibit spans about 21 feet across the plaza. These skis are into the cobblestone, as you can see, and the whole exhibit weighs 3,900 pounds. The frost flowers at the end of the ice rink provide a little bit of shade during the day, and then they light up the night sky with LED lighting. They're made out of stainless steel and aluminum, and the flower parts mimic snowflakes and flower petals and bits of nature. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs over 2,600 pounds. This is Chips, the official chocolate chip cookie truck of Beaver Creek. They'll be handing out cookies at the end of the day during cookie time every day, but you can come in, you can sit in it, you can check out the pine beetle kill wood inside. They've got the turf because it is a year-round truck, but all year round, it's gonna look frosty with these acrylic panels. This next exhibit is called Super G, and it's a giant pair of goggles made out of acrylic. We've got the goggles that light up at night with LED lighting, and then the band is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
See and be seen with the Eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Talk about a great place to get yourself a little Christmas gift. Betteridge is definitely a wonderful place to go. And, you know, you're not only getting yourself a Christmas gift, but you are getting an heirloom that you can pass on for generations to come. The selection that they have is just exquisite. And you walk in and it just keeps going. It's spectacular. And you know what else is spectacular? The snow that we have in the forecast. So today you can see that sunshine just starting to hit the valley floor. And oh my gosh, that's a beautiful shot right there. That traffic moving along smoothly. Vail Mountain in the background. Oh, and they're switching it up on us. Thank you, CDOT. So you can see the traffic is, though, it is picking up a little bit more than we typically see this time of year as people are making their way to the mountain because Vail does open at 8:30. So got 5 minutes till they start turning in Vail. But we have some significant snow in the forecast finally, right? We've been looking forward to this. So according to opensnow.com, between now and this time next week, on the low end of what Open Snow is predicting, we could have 16 inches of fresh snow on Vail Mountain. On the high end, we could see 30 inches between now and next week, right? So really, really exciting. And there's 5 storms that are lined up between now and New Year's. So the first one starts tomorrow night into Saturday morning, and that one we're looking at 8 to 14 plus inches. It's going to be some dense snow because we'll have those warmer temperatures associated with it, and we'll also have some wind, maybe even some rain down at the base of the mountain. And then we'll have a little break on Christmas Day before we have another system moving in on Sunday. And just from Sunday a.m. until Sunday p.m., we could potentially see another 5 to 10 inches and some fluffier kind of lighter snow because of the colder temperatures on Sunday. So really, really excited about that. And if you're going to be going over to Vail Mountain today, they have 106 trails open, 17 lifts operating. So of course, with this fresh snow, we'll look forward to them opening more terrain quickly. And then Beaver Creek today has 31 trails open and 18% of their terrain open, with their lifts starting to turn at 9 a.m. So that's a look at that weather. So excited about that. Now let's send things back out to Trisha. She's been running around Vail Village all morning long, telling us all kinds of cool stuff. And let's see where she is now. Oh, just kidding. We might not be able to. Oh, there she is. Oh, wait. Oh, Trisha. Oh, shoot. You're really pixelated. I can see that lift line, though, starting to form. She warned us about that. We'll come back to Trisha here in just a minute. But I was over at the grocery store the other day, and I noticed that every single one of their Christmas trees they're gone. So you can't necessarily buy Christmas trees in the locations that you could just a week or two ago. But one thing that you can still do is get yourself a Christmas tree permit and actually go and cut down your own tree. And it's part of helping the forest. And Emma and her family had a chance to go out and show us exactly how to do this safely and legally, and it's one of the cutest things I've ever seen. So let's take a look at how you can get your Christmas tree this time of year.
Hey Vail Daily Live, Emma here. I am with longtime locals Jan and Jeff, also known as my parents, and we're out here today going to look for a Christmas tree. Let's go. So I am really blessed to have grown up here with these two wonderful mountain experts who are going to give you a couple tips. All right, so first stop, the National Forest Service. Get a permit.
This is the map to tell you where to go cut down a tree.
What kind of tree can we not cut down?
You cannot cut down a blue spruce.
Why?
Because it's illegal.
So when we started out this morning, it was pretty chilly, so you want to dress in layers. I'm getting ready to take off my hat and neck gaiter because it's getting warm, but you also want to make sure you stay hydrated. Bring water with you, especially if you're coming from lower elevations, and bring some snacks with you. You also want to make sure you've got good eye protection, not only because our Colorado blue skies and the sun, but the elevation and the reflection off the snow. It's very important to have good eye protection. Always remember to pack in and pack out. Don't leave your garbage in the backcountry. Poop bags for your dog. Easy. There he is. Give me a gift. Keep a leash with you for your dog. You never know when you may run into wildlife. There's been a lot of moose around this way. Also, if you happen to be in wilderness area, they are required to be on a 6-foot leash.
Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, sponsoring more than just Vail Daily Live. Thanks, guys.
Let somebody else know who cares about you, where you're heading out, when you expect to be back. Also take some basic things like a whistle, some matches, and some basic things that if you do get stuck in the backcountry, food, water, you at least have something that will keep you a little more comfortable until you get rescued. So, but just don't be that person.
Keep in mind when you're dressing, watch the weather report from Vail Daily Live. If it looks like there's a storm coming in, be aware of the timing and bring appropriate clothing.
All right, we think we found a tree. Mom?
What you want to look for is a clump of trees that need to be thinned out in order for those that are left to be healthy. Think in the best interest of the forest instead of what's most convenient for you. If you find a tree that's standing alone in the forest, you want to leave that to grow up to be a beautiful, sustainable part of the forest.
Proper tools. You can use a tree saw, or I prefer the hand chainsaw. When you make this chainsaw noises, goes faster. Feels like you're getting more accomplished.
Okay, the best way to get a newly felled Christmas tree out of the forest is with a tarp. Successful tree hunt, Dad?
I think so.
What do you think, Mom?
Always beautiful being out in Colorado.
Thanks for joining us, Vail Daily Live.
The Ice Spectacular returns to Dobson Ice Arena in Vail on December 23rd. View the amazing ice skating talent from Olympic, World, International, Team USA, and other seasoned professionals, including Mariah Nagasu, 2018 Olympic medalist and U.S. national champion. This 90-minute show will provide high-energy entertainment for the whole family. More information and tickets are available online at vailskatefest.com.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
We are VDL.
Well, that's just about going to wrap things up for our Wednesday, December 22nd show of VDL. Also, Paulette Anderson saying, happy holiday, Vail Daily. Thank you so much, Paulette. Love that you join us here, and also love your son, Ty. He's amazing. We love him. All right. Thank you so much for chatting with us today, and also really looking forward to the fact that by this time next week, when I'm sitting here with you, that we could see or have seen 30 inches of fresh snow, right? Like, so excited about this. Let's bring Trisha back in and see if, we have one. Oh, Dan Elliott, have a great day. And you have a great day, Dan, and in 52-degree weather there in Florida. Man, I tell you what, that is actually chilly. And also good morning to my family who's watching from Florida as well. So really glad that you guys could all join us, and really looking forward to just the snow that we have in the forecast. Okay, Trisha. Oh my gosh, I can see that line behind you. You are not kidding.
Oh yeah, you know what? So it is after 8:30 now. So Vail has started to load the lifts, and they are loading the lifts to full capacity as of today. So they're moving people up as fast as they can. The lift lines are in full mazes this year, and as we mentioned, the lines have been a little long. We don't have 5,000 acres open right now. We have about 1,700, which is actually pretty good considering what we've received from Mother Nature as far as snowfall is concerned. And I know those snowmaking crews have been working around the clock whenever they're able with the temperatures and all the other elements that are correct for snowmaking to make whatever they can. And then actually, like you mentioned, I hope the storms come in and produce some great snowfall so we can open up more terrain. If there is a rope closure, do not cut the ropes. You can lose your pass, and make sure that the pass you're using is your own. You don't want to be caught for pass fraud. But actually, yep, they're moving up the hill right now, and we do have a few other areas that are open. Over Golden Peak is now open. Lift number 6, the Ribabon. We have Chair 12, the Gopher Lift. That's for beginners, which is nice to have a beginner area right down here. The other beginner area that is at Lion's Head, you take the Eagle Bond Gondola number 19 up, and then you go to the east to Little Eagle Lift 15 in that magic carpet, and that's another beginner area. But then you got to download from there. And I've seen a lot of beginners out there. And, make sure you go in with a friend that can maybe teach you, or hop in a lesson, because you don't want to get hurt if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, that's some really good advice. Also, maybe I've seen a lot of beginners in the roundabouts too. So maybe look up roundabouts in that situation. All right, Trisha, well, listen, thank you so much for all of that amazing reporting live from Vail. Thank you, Barry, for those beautiful shots today. I'll see you guys back here on Friday morning, but we'll be back live at 7:30 tomorrow. So thank you to both of you for all of your hard work today, and thank you to all of you for joining us here on VDL. Again, you can find us each and every day starting at 7:30 a.m., not only on Facebook, on YouTube, on Roku, on Amazon Fire, and Spotify, but you can also find us on Outside TV channel 17. So really, really excited. 16 to 30 inches of fresh snow between now and this time next week. Hopefully it's on the bigger side of that number, but have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you back here live at 7:30 tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
Vail Daily Live is here. Vail Daily Live is now.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info. Food and fun.
Want to know where to get the best deals?
We are your concierge of the Vail Valley.
VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand 7 days a week, starting at 7:30 a.m.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.